Normally, if I've got a pepper plant that's all furry and the seeds inside the fruit are black, I'm pretty upset. But today, I'm freaking excited because I've been hunting this one for a long time.
This is Adventures in Aji Land, Colorado Rockies, man. Growing plants to understand which ones are the hotties, man. An audience of pepper lovers, all my sisters and my brothers grow along to get along and learn from each other. Adventures in Aji Land. You didn't know? This is Adventures in Aji Land. Never forget, plants help us grow.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Adventures in Aji Land. My name is Boss. I'm a gardener and a lover of all things spicy. Today, we are looking at a little bit of a holy grail pepper for me. This is Aji Lucento. Aji Lucento is a very special pepper. It is a capsicum pubescens. It has only been around in the pepper community, if you will, for about a couple decades. It's been elusive to me. I've tried to grow this 3 times now. This is the first time I got fruit. So back up a little bit for the history. Apparently, the Aji Lucento might also be known as Lucuto or Lucoto, I don't know. The origin's a little bit weird, so somebody got it at a market in, I believe, Ecuador, and they couldn't quite understand or hear what the person was calling it. They thought it was Lucento, and so that's what it's been called. It was distributed back in the United States, I think, from what I can find, about 2 decades ago. Because it's a pubescens, it has all those classic characteristics. It grows tall and bushy and kind of vine-like. It will overtake other plants around it. That's what happened in Aji Land. It tends to have furry foliage and stems. The pods usually have a really fleshy, meaty, unique texture and flavor of all pubescens, not just Aji Lucento. And the seeds in this are black, so when you first see them, it's kind of a shock. You're like, what am I eating? The pods themselves do not have any fuzz on them. Let's clear that up too. I'm super excited. My plant this year was a monster. It took over a lot of Aji Land early on. I knew something was going to be a challenge here because it was twice as tall as the other plants pretty much weeks after transplanting. It is now over 4.5 feet tall. I keep trying to tie it up to itself just rather than put in a 6-foot stake in the middle of the garden at this late in the season. But it only put on this one fruit. Flowers and flowers, beautiful purple flowers, great looking plant, the nice fuzzy stems. Love this thing. And I finally get to taste it. That's what I know about Aji Lucento. What I don't know is how it tastes. Might have got it. Look at this. Black seeds. Beautiful. Normally, that would be a cause for concern. Not now. That is awesome to see. Look at that. Full of seeds, which I'm happy about. I want more of these. I've almost expended my entire supply trying to grow them. Nice and meaty. Very fleshy. Cannot wait to taste. There was one little soft light brown spot here. It looked like it might have got a little too much sun, but shouldn't matter. Fairly mild smelling. We gotta see how this thing tastes. So, Aji Lucento, this better be worth the wait. Very meaty, like super fleshy. I'm gonna have to just start talking with my mouth full. Wow. Okay, more than anything, very unique texture, meatier, fleshier. Was a lot to chew. It was not soft, but it wasn't crunchy. Fairly mild sweetness to it. No overwhelming flavor one way or the other. Decent kick on it though. Heat's building. Easily 3 or 4 times hotter than your typical jalapeno. Maybe even more than that. Really centering in on my tongue. Sharp burn on my tongue, but not overwhelming by any means. Got a little in the throat. Very good pepper. Lives up to the hype. I'm very glad that I actually got a pod off of this plant this year. If I had a way to keep it alive outdoors over the winter, it would probably be an 8-foot tall tree next year. But I'm in Colorado. It gets pretty cold here in the winter. No way that's going to survive. Not bringing it inside and whatever pests it might have with it. So this one is a big win for me. Really, really happy with it. The heat is more than I expected. Now that I go a little bit further, it's still kind of sharp on my tongue. I would say maybe even up to 30,000 Scoville heat units, probably 6 times hotter than your typical jalapeno. Not bad, not bad. We will be back next week with another adventure in Aji Land. And remember, plants help us grow.